I believe I have the cleanest farm shop on planet Earth. Let's head on inside and I'll show you guys. Turn the lights on. Welcome inside the world's cleanest farm shop. It is not quite yet the world's cleanest. That's because we still have a fair amount of equipment in here and miscellaneous things set out on the bench that are gonna get cleaned up today. In addition to today, we're gonna be scrubbing the floor. I have a company that's coming here in about an hour, and they're gonna be having a demonstration of doing some floor scrubbing. I'm gonna power wash off the big door, get a fair amount of dust up there. We're gonna do some organizing upstairs in the loft. You're not gonna wanna miss the results at the end of today's video, because this will be the world's cleanest farm shop come the end of today. With everything out of the shed now, it's time to start cleaning things up. And the first spot, which is usually a lot worse than this, surprised it's not, is the bench here in the shop. This is where we have all of our tools inside every single drawer. And naturally, this is where a project goes to get waitlisted. Like here we have a control module off our planter, which we haven't used in like 3 months, but for some reason, we still haven't got the part we needed. And then over here, we have a scale for our seed tender, which again, like the planter, I haven't used in 3 months. This stuff needs to find a home. Obviously, we don't want it sitting here all harvest long. So I'm gonna start by clearing off, getting everything cleaned off on our workspace at the bench. I really like this hardened steel countertop slash workbench we just cleaned off because I like the rolling drawers. It keeps all of our stuff neat and tidy, and it keeps it dust free in comparison to putting up pegboards or something up here on the wall. But the downfall is the paint chips off on it, and I've yet to find a good way to repaint it or fill it in or buff these out or something. Other than that, I really like this. Now over here at our large 30-foot overhead door, there is a fair amount of dust that's gotten built up over the years on these cross supports right here. Basically any ledge platform in the shop is just full of dust. And a lot of that comes from treating beans and running equipment inside of here. But I'm gonna get the power washer hooked up. We're gonna start power washing down this door, get all that dirt and debris off of the ledges, onto the floor, out of the shed. That little bit of power washing off made quite the difference on the door. Made things look a lot cleaner. I do want to power wash off all the walls inside the shop here, but I am a little bit worried because inside the shop we have some perforated steel. That way it doesn't echo. It still echoes a little bit. But we have some perforated steel up at the top with some very tiny holes in it, so it reduces that echo. And I'm afraid if we start power washing, I'm gonna get water behind the steel. It's gonna soak into the insulation, start to mold. That's not what I want. So right now, I'm thinking for different ways. Currently, might just get a big towel and wipe down all the walls. Looks like we got the door cleaned just in time. They're showing up with the scrubber right now. It's coming from IPC. I've never seen one. I'm assuming it's in here. That's what we're gonna use to clean off the floor inside of here. Haven't swept anything, so we'll have to see how it goes. Andy's opening up the trailer.
All right.
Here we go.
Looks like the
Let's take our look.
The 1050 might have worked its way back.
The 1050 might have came.
That worked its way back a little bit.
We're gonna try both, or what's the plan?
If you're okay with it.
Oh yeah, we're okay with that.
The scrubber, we're gonna try both.
It's on the sweetener too. Should we go right?
Andy's got it going.
Should we go right for the
Start.
floor dry?
Yeah, go right for the floor dry.
Right.
I didn't sweep anything in the shed before he came, so he's getting pretty rambunctious. Rambunctious, he's going for it.
He's
adjusting the speed
a little bit, slow it down just a little bit for when we go over this tougher stuff.
All right.
Kind of like your lawnmower when the grass is long.
Moment of truth. He's going right for it. I thought you'd go around it a little bit.
I'll hit the edge.
Picked it all up. You can even see the perfect line of where it cleaned. So now since we just went over some of that floor dry, he's pulling out the debris catch. There's that same floor dry right there. It just picked that up. Now to continue working on this floor dry, which seems like is always a common occurrence in our shop, they also brought along a 1050, a riding sweeper. And that's what Ian's hopping on here. He's gonna go try to sweep that stuff up, see if that does a better job, see what leaves behind. It's gonna sweep and then scrub, or it's just a sweeper?
Just a sweeper.
This one's just a sweeper.
Vacuum sweeper.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this one's just a sweeper. It's not gonna have the water and the squeegee behind, but this one, he's pretty believable, thinking it's gonna get all that up. Look at that. Look at that. I wanna see how close it can get to the wall. That's what
I'll have to go back the other way.
all right. Hopefully he doesn't hit the wall. I already hit it here last year, so we'll see if he stays far enough away. Look at that. That's impressive. So do I need like a CDL or something to drive this thing, or what does that take?
No, just it's not quite street legal, but you know.
But this
I
is
think
private
you're set.
property, so
Yeah,
I think,
you're fine.
yeah,
The beacon is your loophole. It's got
Yeah.
a yellow flashing beacon.
true. We'll be fine.
We're good.
Going right for the floor dry again. It's the right color too. John Deere green. Well, not quite John Deere green, but it's green, not red. That's nice. It sticks out like 3 inches beyond. All the concrete inside the shop has a little bit of polish and sealer on it, like you can see here. But I really want to test the sweeper out here on some of the concrete that we don't have a polish or sealer on, kind of like we do in a lot of our other buildings. I'll show you, it's got a little bit of a rough coat on here. Now I'm gonna put the sweeper to the test. Got some leaves and rocks that are on here. We're gonna try cleaning this up as well. Here we go. Safe to say, it did a good job cleaning it up. I gotta figure out how to open up the hatch in the back. I'll show you guys all the debris we've picked up so far. I think pull this,
Yeah.
turn it, filter.
Oh yeah.
Here it is.
Look at that.
Show you guys all the stuff it's cleaned out. There's all that floor dry, a little bit of mouse poison. You see all those leaves and other rocks we got cleaned up. Super easy to open and access. Even got a nice little filter. No different than what we got on like our shop vac. That way it just makes it run a little bit smoother. It's cool to see.
Yeah, that's true.
So here's my first time actually running the scrubber. Setting the dial to auto. Now just walk behind. It should. Got the scrubber, or got the squeegee down, and we're off cleaning. We got 20 posts. Can I back up? Lift the squeegee?
When you back up, you're gonna want to lift your squeegee.
Okay. I got a little too close to make the turn, so now lift the squeegee.
Lift the squeegee. It also has self-propel going backwards, so you can pull that gray. Yep.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Oh
Get
yeah,
it out
that's
of there.
like,
What you may want to do, since you left a little bit of a water pile here, just go ahead and back it right into this, and you can take that right up. These units are totally full of water. They can be a little heavy, so that self-propel feature is very nice.
down goes the squeegee again. We're back to cleaning. Our friends from IPC have now left the farm, but I'm fortunate and thankful enough that they left with us this nice floor scrubber to use and continue to clean the shop. And the plan to clean the floors, we're gonna take the scrubber, we're gonna go lengthways, 80 feet this way with the shop, then we're gonna turn around and go widthways, just so we don't miss any nook and cranny of cleaning the floor. To see a comparison between that machine and a traditional broom, I'm gonna leave this area right here by the forklift untouched with this cleaner, and then we'll come back with the broom, sweep it up, just to see and notice a difference. We are done going lengthways now with the scrubber. Almost timed it perfectly because it just ran out of solution here, which if we open this up, we'll see Ugh. There's all the dirt and debris that we've cleaned up off the floor going this way that I'm now gonna dump out to get this all cleaned out and refill with some more solution. I believe this is the drain hose. I'm just gonna put it, yeah, water's already coming. I'm just gonna dump that right in the shop drain. We'll back this thing up a little bit. Whoa, almost too much, but it's nice it's got that power. There she comes, she's coming fast. I'll close this back up. Add a little dilution in there to help penetrate and clean more. The whole floor in the shop has been scrubbed with the scrubber twice now, everywhere except for here where the forklift is. Now I want to move the forklift out of the way. That way we can see a difference between using a hand sweeper in this area versus this machine in the rest of the shop. Because I want it to be a fair test, we're gonna use this finely bristled brush, which we normally use to pick up as much dust as possible here in the shop to sweep up this little area. Now here's how we're gonna test it. I'm gonna take my clean hand, rub it on the spot of the floor that we just swept away with the broom. Look at how much dust is still on the floor. Wash the hand off. And now we'll rub it on a spot we did with the washer. Hand is perfectly still clean. You can still see the little bit of a break here where the forklift was. That's where the edge of the scrubber was right there. And on the other side, that's where all that dust is still built up where we didn't use the scrubber. Now IPC, the company that created this scrubber, also has a lot of other cleaning products like that sweeper I showed you guys today. And if you're interested in learning more about their company and want to bring some of these cool cleaning products to improve your farm, go ahead and check out the link that I have down below in the description. With the dust on the wall, the best I could come up with is get a wet towel like the one I have here. And Mom's gonna raise me up on the forklift. We're gonna start wiping down all the walls to get off this little bit of dust and grime that's gotten built up on the tin over the years. It took a while, but Mom and I got all the tin wiped off inside the shop here. You really can't tell if you're standing like more than 10 feet away from the tin, but when you get up close, you can definitely tell it's a lot cleaner now. Now I got these mats outside here that we walk on when we're working over there at the bench. That way we're not standing on concrete all day. I hose these down. They're all dry now, so I'm gonna start carrying these back inside. The cleanness of our shop doesn't just end down here on the main level. It also extends up here in our loft where we store a lot of extra parts and pieces for the planter and other pieces of equipment. But as you can tell, the staircase up to the loft is very dirty and dusty. The only way I know to get that cleaned up easily is a little Dawn dish soap and a rag. With the stairs cleaned, it's official. My farm shop, I'm gonna make the statement, is the cleanest farm shop on planet Earth. Here's the view of the cleanest farm shop on planet Earth. If you listen closely, you might actually be able to hear my shoes squeak on the floor. It is that clean. I know some people might comment down below saying, Matthias, why'd you waste your whole day cleaning out your farm shop when obviously it's gonna get dirty again here come harvest? And the truth is, it's a good practice for us on our farm to clean out the farm shop. The last time it was cleaned out was 6 years ago when I had my high school graduation party in here. which yes, believe it or not, I did graduate high school. But since then, we haven't cleaned it as thoroughly as we did today. And the nice thing of having it so clean now is it forces me to pick up all the stuff on the bench that basically I was waiting to find a home for. It forces me to find a home for that. It forces me to clean off the stairs. It forces me to get some odds and ends things picked off the floor. It's all just about, this is a 15-year-old building. We want this shop to last our farm a long time. So just doing annual or semi-annual maintenance like we did here today should go a long way in keeping this building looking good on the inside. If you think you have a cleaner farm shop than mine and do more thorough cleaning than what we did today, I would love to see the inside of that building. Please don't have it be like 1 or 2 years old, because we all know newer buildings are cleaner on the inside than a used 15-year-old building like this. But send me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook, because I want to see how clean a building is cleaner than this. And with that, that's it for today's video of HiTech Farmer. Thanks so much everybody for watching. We'll see ya in the next one.